And recording. Hey, hey,
Hey,
hey.
happy holidays.
Happy last day of 2020.
Good riddance.
Actually, though.
Hi.
Hey, you're so cute.
You're so cute. If for some reason you are joining us today for the first time, welcome to A Refined Voyage podcast with Kaila and Michelle. We're two Black women who happen to be from Canada, who are 30-something that love travel and like to talk about it and air our grievances and, just have a chat. And this is episode, what number are we on?
Honestly, I have no idea.
12?
I think so.
I feel like we're episode 12, and it's the last episode of season 1, and it's the last day of the year.
Wow.
Wow. Can you believe that we started this 6 months ago? We literally started recording in June.
I love that, actually.
That's crazy.
It actually makes me really happy because we're like, let's do it. And we did it. And
we did it.
Here we are still doing it. And we'll continue to do it come 2021.
Yeah, absolutely. This has definitely been the highlight of 2020 for sure for me. So I'm so happy that we are doing this, and I'm so thankful for everyone who's listened to all of the episodes. And if you haven't listened to all the episodes and somehow you found yourself here, take the time to go back and have a listen.
Yeah.
If you're feeling nostalgic for summer, go back to episode 1 and 2 and see us be warm and happy and outside. Yeah. So how was your holiday? How was your Christmas?
It was good. It was quiet, but it was good. There's lots of food involved, so that's very important, eating. So yeah, as long as there's food and like family, which I didn't see much of because we're in a pandemic. What's important to me. So it was good. How was yours, my dear?
Oh, it was quiet. I wore my Simpsons sweater and hung out and had a couple drinks, and it was super, super quiet. And today is going to be super quiet. And yeah, I'm just going to hang out, 2020.
Yeah, 2020.
I have a dad joke for you.
Oh, I love it. I'm ready.
In a few hours, 2020 will be hindsight.
Whoa. Yeah.
That was awful. I apologize to everyone listening. So this is our literally the last day of 2020. Yeah. It's so fitting that it's our last episode of season 1. Mm-hmm. Some of my favorite highlights on our show. It's so weird to say. I still feel like it's pretend. I'm like, so on our show today, like you're 12 and you're like putting your Smackers lip balm on. You're like, so on our show today, that's how I feel. Some of the highlights were definitely being outside with you and being face to face. But I think my favorite episode of 2020 of A Refined Voyage was my last day in Toronto and just sitting by the water.
That was nice.
Yeah, I feel like that was good. Therapeutic. Yeah. So, yeah, what's your highlight? Putting you on the spot. Yeah.
My favorite episode was actually I think the one where we prior to that we went and we ate tacos and we drank, and I felt like that was my favorite episode ever because
that was so fun.
It was such a fun day and the weather was perfect and everything was just really nice. That was my favorite episode, and we just blabbered on about fun things.
I feel like that was episode 2.
Oh. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, because episode 1 we were so nervous. Fun fact about episode 1, we actually recorded that like 18 times.
Yeah.
Because we were outside and then we're both perfectionists and yeah, but that day was fun though. Yeah. I had a really fun day. But oh my God, yeah. Yay. Thank you so much for doing this. Wow.
Thank you.
I'm just so grateful.
You
I'm
too.
so thankful.
Cheers.
So with 2020 coming to an end, I feel like nobody is saying anything about 2021 because we're just like, you know, when you're late to class and you just sneak in the back and you just sit down. I feel like that's what we're doing.
Yeah, you come in with McDonald's. That was just me. College. I'd always be late and I'd come in with like fries and I'd be like not even discreet or anything. So rude. Now that I think about it, it's stupid.
Yeah, so I feel like, yeah, we're not saying much about 2021. I was very hopeful, but now I feel like my light's been dimmed with like everyone around me and just like managing expectations. How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel the same way. It's hard to even make plans for 2021 because I feel like I don't know where things are going to go. So we literally have a podcast about travel. And it's like, okay, cool. Where are we going to travel in 2021? We don't know, right? We don't know when we're going to be able to travel again. And I mean, there are, like I said last time, there are people that are still traveling abroad in countries that are allowing you to enter, whether they have restrictions or not. But as much as I do want to travel outside of the country, I don't think it's going to be something that I can positively say is going to happen. So, yeah, I don't know. 2021's weird already, and I don't even know what's happening. But like, you're in lockdown, I'm in lockdown.
Yeah. So
So
just to give everyone a quick update. So I went to a Christmas market. It was very underwhelming. I didn't even film anything because it was just like super underwhelming, guys. It
a lot
was
of people there.
uh no, but it was just very underwhelming. I don't know. There's not much to say about it, to be honest. I did end up going on my camper van trip. The weather was unfavorable. Everything was closed, but it was amazing. I mean, the scenery, the greenery, being self-sustained in a camper van. I had never done travel like that before. It was just so cool to just literally park up and you have everything you need. You can cook, you can clean, you can use the bathroom, you can have a shower, you can, you know, whatever you want. There were 2 beds. Like it was amazing.
I love your
So
picture.
it was a great experience, and I'm happy that I was able to do that just in the nick of time. For those of you not in Ireland, we have now entered another lockdown. We were supposed to be kind of free until January 6th. We are not. We've entered a lockdown, which is technically supposed to be 1 month and then reviewed, but they are prepping us and letting us know that it's probably until the end of March when all vulnerable people and frontline people can get the vaccine. So that's really rough. I was saying to you before we started recording, like, as mentioned a million times before, 2019 was the worst year of my life. So I was sat here in this very apartment with my flatmates, my friends, you know, hopeful for 2020. And I feel like because, you know, ignorance is bliss, we went into 2020, we had the first 3 months at least, you know, we had January, February, and March, at least in Europe and in North America. So, you know, I went in like hype as hell and I hit the ground running. Like I did travel. I traveled January, February, and March. I hung out, I went to shows, I danced, like because ignorance was bliss. We didn't know better. And now I feel like we're going into 2021. I mean, like for me, I think also in Toronto, people are going into 2021 in a lockdown. So it's really hard. And personally, I'm feeling very lost because my New Year's resolutions and goals are usually centered around travel. And at this time in my life,
Yeah.
I'm very lucky at this time in my life to a chunk of my time is for leisure travel.
Yeah.
And going into 2021, not having any travel goals, not having any expectations, not having any feelings about, you know, what I'm going to do, you know, it's really, really hard.
Yeah.
Defeating.
Of course.
So, how are you feeling about the new year?
I'm trying to feel like I try to be a little positive about most things in my life. Like I can usually, if something happens, then I can be like, what the positive thing that happened was, you know. So I do. I'm trying to remain positive. And I think you you, me, everyone, we kind of have to think outside the box. And I think one of the coolest things that you did, for example, was that you mentioned you went and you got that camper van and you explored Ireland. How many of us like sit in our backyards and don't explore our own backyard,
Yeah,
our own country? But I must say, like, for Canadians, traveling within Canada is stupid expensive.
it's very
It's
expensive.
really expensive. Like, you can literally get a flight, almost like an all-inclusive, and go to Mexico, Cuba, whatever, Dominican, for the same price as a flight to maybe, I don't know, Vancouver, something
Yeah.
like. And that's where you're like, am I gonna do all-inclusive, or am I gonna just take a flight to go somewhere else? So many Canadians that I know do not travel as much within the country as they do abroad. Do you feel that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's super difficult in Canada. In Ireland right now, what's been really hard, at least for me, because the thought about me coming back was like, okay, my visa's up in June, like let me explore Ireland the safe way and like let me just enjoy my time because it's so limited.
Right.
However, what's difficult is they do county lockdowns here. So we're going back into the county 5K thing where I'm unable to leave County Dublin.
Mm,
And I have to stay within the 5 kilometers. So that's really hard because I was very lucky to have those like 5 days that I had to go on my camper van trip outside of the county, straight across country to the south. I
right.
was very lucky to do that. But, is that going to happen again from now until the end of May? I mean, like I hope so.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's tough. Yeah, different countries have different laws and
Yeah.
different provinces and different counties. Like it's also confusing. But all we can do is expect the worst and hope for the best.
Yeah. I'd like to know what other people are experiencing right now. Like, what are
Yeah.
the restrictions that your country or your province or your county has put in place to keep people safe? Because I know some provinces, like Newfoundland, I don't think, like, no one else from, like, within Canada can travel there.
Yeah.
I believe that's what the rules are right now. So I'd like
Right.
to know, like, if friends, if you're listening and or watching, let us know, like, what are the restrictions that your country's currently facing? Because I really want to know different things that are happening.
Yeah. I know that in New Zealand they just locked everybody in. Like that's it. No in or outs. And
Right. And
for somebody who sorry, go ahead.
I have a friend who's in New Zealand that I met in a hostel in Malaysia, and yeah, they're not traveling much, but she made a post about people were like, oh, no one's wearing masks where you are. Like, why isn't anybody wearing masks? And she was saying how like the cases there are very 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 low, if none at all. Um,
Mhm.
so if you got to lock the people in to keep them safe for a certain time period, working in New Zealand, hopefully it can work in other places that have chosen to do the same.
Yeah. It's hard. It's also political. It's also moral.
Right.
It's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot.
Oh yeah.
Um
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that's it. I don't have much more to say. I just really wanted to do this episode to say thank you to everybody and to say thank you to you. And I'm super excited for next season. This season was really informal, and I think we were testing the waters to see if we like it. And I think I speak for both of us that we love this and we
Oh
want
yeah.
to continue. And I can't wait to after the new year chat with you and brainstorm on how we can make it better. And I can't wait to have guests and to finally be able to like show you guys things, not
Yeah.
just my room. So I'm really, really excited about season 2 of A Refined Voyage.
Me too.
And I really hope that um, we've given some pointers and some insight. And I really hope that post-pandemic, we'll be able to see people like us traveling
Yeah.
and doing the things that we love. Because I know that it's easier said than done, but hopefully getting the kick in the butt of being locked down will propel everyone forward to do the things that they wanted to do. They both wanted.
Amen. Oh, I want to say, I made a post the other day on our Instagram asking people to subscribe to our channel. And you guys, you did it. So thank you. We've reached 28 subscribers on YouTube. Hey! Thank you so much to everyone who did that and clicked on that like and subscribe button. That really means a lot to us. And I know that I don't know. I'm just grateful for that. Little things like that just make me.
I know. I just love it.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for supporting and listening to my annoying voice and Kayla's very cute voice.
Have you heard
my and watching our weird faces and giving us pointers and just everything. Just super, super, super grateful, and definitely the highlight of 2020. And I'm so excited to take it up a notch in 2021 and let our creative juices flow. So is there anything you're working on in 2021?
A little small business.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I'm still working on that, which right now things have slowed down because everyone's like, I ain't got no money to spend. I'm like, so I'm still working on that, but thanks for everyone who has supported my little small business. I'll tell you in 2021 what it is, because I know I'm still I don't know. But yeah, so my small business, exploring more of my new little backyard we have here, making new friends, but yeah, no real set goals or goals that are set in stone, because I really don't know what 2021 has in store.
But absolutely, yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's super fair. I'm currently working on a poetry chapbook that will be published next year. So I'm finding lots of inspiration within myself and within these circumstances. So yeah, and coming into 2021, I'm just going to take a break from social media and work on myself a little bit. Feeling a little lost. I think we all are. So just taking a step back and just trying to enjoy the little things and set daily reminders and affirmations and set my intention. So whatever they may be.
Yeah.
But I think that's it. That's it for Refined Voyage in 2020. Thank you guys so much for listening, watching, responding to our posts, following us, subscribing. We're definitely going to be back in 2021, new and improved. Shout out to Brendan's mom. Shout out to my mom for telling me that I talk too much. Shout out to my friend Alex, who listens and tells me that I talk too much. Shout out to Helen, who listens religiously. Shout out to Dark Traveler. Shout out to Shauna. Literally everyone. I mean, I can't remember everyone, but lots of kisses to Gus.
Yeah.
Kisses to Tasia, my family, my flatties. Yeah.
Thank you all.
Thank you. So I bid you a farewell. Do you have some water with you? We can cheers.
Some coffee. Let's cheers.
Okay. Cheers to 2021, A Refined Voyage. Hopefully we get a refined voyage.
Hey.
Mazel.
Mazel.
All right. And for the last time in 2020, bye.
I don't know how to stop. Hey friends, first of all, I just want to say thank you so much for listening to our podcast and sticking with us through 2020. We are forever grateful, like we have mentioned before. But if you like what you hear and you like what you saw, please go ahead and click on that subscribe and like button. See you in 2021.